Good day, fellas. I hope you are feeling well and I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Quick information for you how everything is going with the ranked battles, what was my initial plan and so on. What I noticed so far, I played a bit in the Ru server and I played a bit in the EU server, speaking of ranked battles. And one thing which I noticed, it's a bit too early to say that, but I think, fellas, ranked battles is harder in EU server because there is more competitive tanks, super conquerors, chieftains, blah blah blah. There is way more gold spam in the EU server. I don't really care about that, like I mentioned it before many times, but this is a fact and this is information. And you are really seeing the not really competitive tanks like E100 in the EU server. And I think when you are going to climb the ranks, it's going to be even harder. Currently, we are sitting in the Ru server, as you can see right there in the corner, and we managed to get up to the 3rd division rank 10. Today's goal is going to be very simple. We are going to get the rank 15 and probably we are going to start the 2nd division ranks. That's what we are going to do. This is the plan so far, fellas. So here you go. This is information for every single of you. And once again, fellas, I can tell you one thing. On EU server, my initial plan was to have a tank request in the stream and a bit get trolled and so on. And I will still have this idea. I still did not betray it. Even though we had quite some terrible tank requests, it doesn't matter. I'm feeling very well with it, and we will try to deal with the stuff in this way, right? So far everything is looking good and I'm feeling happy. In the EU server, by the way, I just started. I'm on this qualification division 4 or 5th because I was getting pissed off and I just turned off the EU server and I went in Ru server. And also information for every single of you, we are in Ru server, we are playing only with Ruski Light and TVP because I sold majority of my tier 10s, and the challenge between this, it's a bit different story, right? In Ru server I have a different challenges. I do not need to keep the tanks unless I do not have anything to do with it anymore. For example, why I left this Czech TVP, because there is nowhere to go. And for example, that's why this is the reason why I don't have a budget, for example, right? Because currently I'm working on the MX Mark of Excellence. So this is information for every single of you, and we are going to have a video which we are going to have for today's skill. Enough rambling, how dare you? Okay, sorry, my bad. We are going to have an UDES pretty much ideal gameplay. I will try to show you how to play with that vehicle hulldown, and that replay is from the marking session, which was quite some time ago. But once again, fellas, for you in the YouTube, I don't want to make a 7 videos in row with the same tank. I believe it's completely understandable, even though currently on the desktop I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 replays. I don't want to make it the same videos in one day, if you know what I mean. No one wants to see the same TVP over and over again unless you are true TVP fan, right? Even though I have couple of battles from the ranked battles, and probably it's going to be for other days. So fellas, I hope that's what you want to see, and this is my guess, right? So what we are going to do now, let's teleport into the Poland map. And fellas, we are back into the Poland map, which is called Studzanki. And we have a very nice matchmaking over there. Only one brown shit which is going to shit on us if we are going to get spotted, and we'll see what we can do. And at first, fellas, in this kind of situation, I am thinking we can start the game a bit more passive. Why so? To make a mistake in this game, every single of you knows it is extremely easy. One mistake, after that you are getting sent to the garage and you are crying in the corner. So let's not make that kind of stupidity, right? And at first, at least for first 20-30 seconds I'm taking the typical bush. To be completely honest with you, it doesn't matter. Is it here, is it here, is it there? All bushes is relatively the same, and not there is not a huge difference over there. Let's say like this. And when I see after 30 seconds of battle, I see there is no action right there. So what I'm doing, I'm thinking about pushing the Julie at 5, and maybe we can go into the ditch, dip, or however you are calling this, right? So first of all, I'm thinking about taking this corner, then I will try to figure out, am I getting spotted? Because quite often there is people over there, sniper schnitzels, and it could be very complicated to deal with them, and especially when you are trying to cross through the open field, there is a big chance you are going to get punished for your stupidity. So what we are doing right here, fellas, we are trying to check out how we getting spotted. Now, usually when you are peeking from this corner, I even shot right there. If they have some people around this area, I would get spotted. Since it was not the case, we are making more pressure right there, fellas. And by the way, my opinion about Udes did not change yet. I still think it's extremely powerful tank. By the way, Centurion is getting spotted, but we have this is 2 versus 1 battle, so let's get real. The Centurion more likely is going to lose this one. I'm trying to make a good angle, and that worked very well. If this guy would try to shoot into my tracks, he would do everything with damage, but maybe RNG was not in his side, or maybe he misaimed. Both of the things could be a possibility. And fellas, now with this hold down warrior, when you are in the ditch, there is nothing, there is no one who could do something for you apart the brown shits, right? And right there, fellas, you are going to see people which is getting spotted in nowhere. For example, Almighty 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 prototype. I'm thinking, what the flying F you are doing here, poor soul? Jack Pizda said hello, and he sent this guy into the garage. And right there, pay attention what I'm doing. I'm not rushing. The main reason why I'm not rushing with the shots right there, I have a support, okay? Support over there, Centurion. Support over there, T95. And why to rush with a shot if this guy is staying still, right? Look, he's still staying still, he's staying still, he's waiting, he is moving. Where you are going, my friend? And now, we punished him for his stupidity, I would say, to not move when you are getting spotted, and then when you are receiving a shots, it was not the smartest idea by this guy by any means, right? He just played well, he just played bad, and he got punished for his mistake. And right here, fellas, this is pretty much the reason why I picked this replay out. Obviously, score is good of this battle, but okay, imagine I am getting spotted right there, and this T-30 is only one who can shoot us. Well, from the T-30 perspective, right, you know how much of the time he can see? He can see my gun. He can literally see only my gun, and a bit of this side and a bit of this side. And when you are using the gun depression with this vehicle, ideally, I can tell you that there is pretty much no people which can, no tanks in the game which could do something for you. Yeah, maybe the Death Star can shoot you, and you will receive some shots from the high explosives. Maybe TIE 5 heavy, but speaking of the tanks which actually need to penetrate target to get some kind of damage, you are very safe. And you know what was the surprising thing for me? And there is no joke whatsoever over there. The surprising thing about this vehicle was I haven't seen too many of those in the ranked battles. I'm not even joking. I simply did not saw too many of the Udes tanks in the ranked games. And this tank itself is very good. Looks like the game meta is the Chieftain, Super Conqueror, 277, IS7, maybe Ruski Light or Ferrari. Ooh, it's looking quite interesting stuff, and the differences in the tanks, it's crazy. But anyways, this video is not about this. Probably we are going to cover this topic eventually. Anyways, what we are doing right here, instead of sitting into this area when I had nothing to do, I decided to move like this and to make a pressure. And you're wondering what this kind of stuff is giving for us. Well, we are peaking on this ridge line, and we are spotting all my T4 and T54 Echo 1, right? And right here it's going to be another perfect example how this tank is looking when it's completely hulled down. For example, guess what tanks like T95 Echo 1, even though if they have full gold loaded, can do for this vehicle when you are sitting exactly like the siege mode, making sure that you're using your gun depression to the maximum, and now just shoot me, sir. I will even ignore you, sir. Just shoot me. Unfortunate RNG against the E4, but shit happens. And yes, gold in the left, gold in the right. I believe it's obvious, right? This tank is still extremely powerful, and yes, fellas, I have here about that STB is going to get some kind of siege mechanic like this. I heard some people which tested the STB, they said this tank is amazing and everything. By the way, skill, you should be ashamed to shoot only hits in the tier 8 matchmaking. Disgusting human being. I'm sorry, guys, I swear I did not did this on purpose. Anyways, I hear that STB is going to be, looks like STB is going to be way better vehicle after the changes in the test server, let's say like that. And once again, fellas, I can tell you one thing. The reason why I'm not going into the test server to test out the things and everything is very, very simple. I don't really like my time to get wasted. What do I mean about that? Yes, you can make content and everything, but it's very, very temporary, or how to say that. You never know what wargaming is going to change and everything, and I feel like it's kind of waste of the time. And I know one thing, wargaming doesn't really care about my opinion or something. This is my opinion, and that's what I think, because if wargaming would actually care, they can always talk with the community contributors and they can say, guys, please, can you go into the test server and test how tank is performing? Or even better, guys, we will create the new version of the STB, which will have STB 1 test. The stats will not go to account statistics or something, and play 50 battles in the random. Test out what this tank is all about and how the tank is feeling in the current game meta. Instead of going into the test server where, let's get real, but battles is not the same like in the random battles. But scale, why it's not the same? The main reason why it's not the same, everyone is playing like a pigeon there, or majority of the guys. They don't give a F what they are doing. They are testing the tanks which they want to get. Maybe they want to get Mouse, so they are going through the open field. Maybe they want to get Arta, so they are trying to shoot his ally in the butt. You get the point what I'm saying, right? It is It is a hidden garden over there, so I don't want to waste my time. I am waiting till the tanks like STB1, Leo, Buffet version and so on will come into the live server. Then I will say my honest opinion after some testing and, you know, not covering anything whatsoever, if you know what I mean. So yeah, fellas, here you go. That was your daily dose of skill. We had extremely good score. This is very close to 10,000 combined. In my opinion, we relocated in this game very, very well. Start of this battle started over there. no free shots, went here, no spotting from this side, went into the middle, killed the Centurion together with our Centurion, killed the IS-3, spotted this guy over there, this guy over there, took the epic hold down position over there. Since they did not manage to spot us from this area over there, I farmed quite some people, and then we made pressure like this. Beautiful relocating, beautiful positioning, and this tank did everything well what it's supposed to do. What do I mean by saying that? Hold down beast. Here you go. The whole battle was hold down, apart the ending when I just don't care am I taking damage or not, for obvious reasons. Okay, once again, fellas, thank you so much for watching. That was your daily dose of skill, and for tomorrow we are going to have something different, maybe some live gameplay, I believe. So thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Skill is out. Peace. Pew.